Rich Rising. Yesterday I was sitting down and I had a download to use this time on my patio to share, to talk, really. Very informal, very casual, but very insightful, very powerful. My patio is literally my favorite spot in the whole wide world. This is where I come to think. This is where I come to smoke. This is where I come to drink. This is where I come to cry. This is where I come to rejoice. This is where I come to commune. It's literally, it's like my altar. It's like my altar for real. So, because I spend so much time here, I thought, why not make it a thing? Maybe every day we'll see how it goes. So just sit here and talk. I had this ego death recently. I had this ego death, and I realized that I am nobody's guru. I am nobody's guru. I am nobody's spiritual healer. I am nobody's none of that. I'm just a human being, just like you are. And we are all mirrors of each other. And as mirrors of each other, we all serve as medicine for each other, depending on your perspective, if you're able to see past the veil and see past what is being obviously shown up front. Being in this game of spirituality, after leaving religion 5 years ago, I feel like the last 5 years have definitely served me. I've learned so much, but also in that time, I realized that I didn't want to work a job anymore. I didn't want to be out in the field with the rest of them. And so I was like, I need to be able to make my spiritual gifts work for me. I need to be able to make my spiritual gifts make me some money. And I feel like that was I feel like that's what caused me to develop such a spiritual leader ego, especially being online and seeing so many people make money off of their spiritual gifts. I was like, okay, yeah, that's me too. And it is. But my approach to my work was very much rooted in, okay, money ain't everything, but I got bills to pay. Like, how do I make something shake? And I ended up always doing things that I necessarily didn't want to do. Tarot cards. I love tarot cards. I love oracle cards, but I'm not always whipping them out. I'm not. So why would I make that a service for people? Astrology, we all know. I love astrology. If you didn't know, now you know. I love astrology. I am the astrology girl. But it doesn't mean I want my whole business, my whole life's work to revolve around astrology. No. I'm over perverting my spiritual interests in order to make something for myself, because I feel like that's just so backwards. If you're going to run a spiritual business, you need to move with spirit. And not even if you want to run a spiritual business, if you just want to live an abundant, free, sovereign, wealthy life, you just need to move with spirit. You have to understand that spirit is inseparable from the divine. It is spirit that is that guiding force, that navigating force through the void, through the darkness, through the unknown, that gets us to where we ultimately want to be without being distracted by the ifs and hows of how things are going to get done. Spirit understands that things are already done, and because of that, we're influenced to move in certain ways so that those things can ultimately manifest in our 3D reality. Because in the mental realm and the spiritual realm, it's already done. It's already done. All we need to do is trust spirit once we've gotten clear with the vision. I live on my Neptune line now. I was actually born on my Neptune line, moved off of it when I was 14, and now moved back onto my Neptune line 10 years later. Almost 11 years later. But being on my Neptune line, I feel like the ego is just dissolving. And I love the ego. You know, we love the ego over here. I think the ego plays a very important purpose as conscious beings. So I'm not trying to get rid of the ego, which is why I still need to stay grounded within my life, stay grounded within the 3D, but also I'm not bound by what the 3D is showing me, which is why I feel safe to move with spirit. It really takes a special type of strength to move with spirit. It's so easy to say, I move with spirit, I'm on spirit's timing, I'm on God's timing. Very, very easy to say that. But to move like that, that's a whole nother thing. But yeah. It's scary, but it's also very freeing. I'm literally starting from scratch. I'm starting my whole life from scratch. I turn 25 in 2 weeks, exactly 2 weeks from now. And honestly, it feels good to have a clean slate. It feels really good to have a clean slate. Because within this clean slate, I'm moving with spirit. Moving with spirit also looks like not letting your ideas go stale. I think that we need to stop sitting on our ideas and letting them rot in potential. I do that a lot. I'll have an idea in the shower, I'll write it down, I come back to it a week later and I no longer feel inspired or motivated or geared towards that idea anymore. Because ideas are, not all ideas, but ideas are meant to be acted upon. Otherwise, they just end up being a waste of potential. And I'm tired of being the girl with so much potential who doesn't use it. Let's blame my Sun squaring Saturn. Sun and Mercury, because my Mercury and my Sun are both conjunct in Leo, squaring my Saturn in Gemini. Let's blame her. Y'all see that? Y'all see that giant ass cicada? I'm gonna have to research what a cicada means. I'll edit the meaning into the video. It's for me and whoever else. I just know that. But anyways, I think me having the idea to sit on my patio and just talk to the camera, sorry, I ran out of space on my phone. But I think me being able to take this idea of me sitting on my patio talking to the camera and just letting things flow and potentially doing it consistently. I mean, with the way things are going now, I'm gonna be back tomorrow. But me being able to do that, take an idea and act on it, is a testament. It's a testament, and I'm proud of myself because for once, I'm not overthinking while creating. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. I'm evolving, guys. I'm evolving. But yeah, move with spirit. Let's move with spirit. You're not moving too slow. You're not moving aimlessly. And if you're gonna move with spirit, don't use that as an excuse to move aimlessly. Don't use that as an excuse to be lazy. I just see a yellow butterfly. Don't use that as an excuse to be lazy. There will be cycles that call for more downtime, and there will be cycles that require you to really be active and putting in that work. But the beautiful thing is, moving with spirit does not provide a monotonous, boring life. Sirens. But Chantel, what if I have a job? What if I literally can't move with spirit because I have to be at my job? Doesn't matter. Do what you can. Do what you can. We forget that we live in a world where we are so connected to the divine that mountains can be moved for us if we trust and if we move with the intention of being guided by spirit. You can work the job. You can show up to your responsibilities and move with spirit. You know, working a job is spiritual. Living life is spiritual. Whatever you're doing in this life is spiritual. And if the job is so set up in a way where you are not able to cultivate a relationship with the divine, or you feel like you're not able to cultivate a relationship with the divine, is the job really for you? Be for real. You'll get another one. I didn't introduce myself properly in this video, but my name is Chantel. This is my corner of the internet, Fly Girl Alchemy. Subscribe and join the party. And yeah, I'll catch you in the next one.